So, I mean, I've been looking across media recently, the past couple days, because I usually like to get my sources from the not influenced part of the internet, if you will, and laugh at me if you will. But Reddit can be a very useful tool occasionally. But this time, I actually didn't hear it on Reddit. I actually heard it on the world's most favorite carcinogenic platform, TikTok. Yes, that's right. I'll keep seeing a bunch of memes about this topic. What might this topic be, you may ask? Well, it's about Biden airstriking Syria. If you don't know, it seemed that the reason he airstrike them is because he was trying to target a Iran-based militia. Iran is where the Persians are from, or Iranians. How do you know? I don't know. However you call them. I haven't really backed up that. It's the country that is right next to Saudi Arabia and between Afghanistan and Turkmenistan and shit. Pakistan is over there as well, next to it, and it's like the country right, like it's Saudi Arabia and Iran are the countries that sandwich Iraq. Iraq is in the middle of Iran and Saudi Arabia, so it's the second biggest country in the Middle East. So they're kind of a big deal. So apparently, he said that they airstriked and destroyed multiple facilities, which was ordered in response of the U.S. Coalition personnel in Iraq. Militia officials said one of the persons had been killed, and the War Monitor reported at least 22 fatalities. Syria condemned the attack as a bad sign for the new U.S. administration. Which, if you don't know what I'm saying, essentially what they did was they airstrike and took out multiple Iran-based militia facilities. And Syria was Syria is basically responding to this bullshit by saying it's not a good look for the U.S. new administration. In other words, they're saying it's not a good look that Biden is in office and he's doing shit like this. It said that a civilian contractor was also killed in the rocket that the U.S. Launched earlier this month. A U.S. service member and 5 other contractors were also injured when the rocket hit sites in a Syrian town. So not only did they take out facilities, they also killed a couple civilians. They also struck bases in Baghdad. Here, give me 1 second. Baghdad is if you don't know, that's the capital of Iraq. What the fuck? It hit a base in Baghdad, including a green zone, which houses the U.S. embassy and other diplomatic mention. There are 2,500 troops in Iraq to assist Iraqi forces to fight against the Islamic State. In other words, there's a little bit of troops there helping the Iraqi military to fight back against the Islamic terrorism and anarchy and all the shit going on over there right now. Apparently, I'm not sure which. Okay, today is Wednesday, so this airstrike was launched last Friday. Yes, I know I'm late on this. It was, I'm not gonna read any more about this because I'm reading this article about the fucking BBC News and shit. He said Biden is acting to protect the coalition. So what do I think about this? I feel like this wasn't the best decision to do. Now, there's a lot of controversy. I'm going to touch upon a controversial topic. Fuck, dude, I can't talk. A controversial topic. The topic being Biden is an old sack of shit and that he doesn't really do his job, or he's Sleepy Joe. That's a joke that's running around from all the Trump pansies that were storming the Capitol. Well, I mean, from this act alone, it lets us know that he is well awake and is willing to do shit like this. Do I think there was a good idea? No. I think there was more than likely other There was more than likely other ways to go about doing this handling the situation. As you could see, Syria is not in a good mood. Even though he wasn't actually explicitly targeting Syria, he was targeting the Persian-based like embassies and militias that were located in Syria, because the Middle East tends to do that. The other bigger countries tend to set the shit up, kind of set up shop in the smaller ones and do things that they want in the smaller ones, because we're bigger than you. We do the fuck what they want. We can do whatever the fuck they want. That's kind of how shit is done over there. They and not to mention he hit Baghdad. I'm curious to see what the Iraqi state has to say about Baghdad being hit with one of these missiles. I don't know what it is that Trump did, but Trump bombed something when he was, I don't remember, it was 2019. Bombed it somewhere in the Middle East. And he killed the general of a country over there. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that he killed the not president. He killed the general of Iran when he was bombing. He was bombing their a base or something over there. So with Trump, because I know there's no way they don't keep up to date with the American affairs. Because pretty much everyone does. We're broadcasted everywhere. We're just a fucking dumbass show over here in America. But apparently, Syria was like, this is not a good look, and it's not a show of strength from your American administration. Your president is not doing a good, so far, your president is not doing that much of a better job than the previous one did, because Donald Trump he killed the Iranian general. They were already pissed off. I'm pretty sure they were still pissed off. They're probably still pissed off about that, Iran, or the Persians, or whatever you want to call them, at the current moment. They're probably still a bit upset over that. Now you got this motherfucker gets into office and decides to bomb Syria in hopes of taking out Iranian militias. I'm a little concerned here. I really am. Because it's just it's just not. I'm just a little bit concerned here, because in the Middle East, as you know, has been a very common place for lots of conflict, and a lot of things have gone there. A lot of wars have gone down there, like Desert Storm. You have wars going on in Afghanistan, wars that are still going on in Iraq. Saudi Arabia isn't too fond of the U.S. right now. There's just a lot of shit going on, and not to mention just the weaponry that they have. That, yes, it is true that they did gain from the U.S. back then. And they have the kind of power to fight us. I'm curious to see what the future holds. I'm curious to see what Iraq has to say about Baghdad being hit with one of these missiles. And if they already have responded, please let me know in the comments, because I am just recently finding out about this. Because, it's funny how, I'm not defending Trump at all, but it's funny how when Trump was responsible for airstriking Iran and killed the general, it was all over the place. But now that Biden is in office and he airstriked Syria in hopes of weakening Iran, it's fucking nowhere to be found. You have to dig for this shit somehow. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But that's my 2 cents on it. Peace.